It is my great pleasure today to introduce a Salem alumna whose outstanding success in the business community is matched by her unwavering dedication to Salem. Since graduating from Salem with a degree in biology in 1976, Lucy Rose has become one of the most sought-after consultants in the pharmaceutical industry. Lucy earned her MBA at Everett College and then graduated from Wake Forest University as a board-certified physician assistant. After graduation, she began working as a sales representative for Mead Johnson Pharmaceuticals, and from there she brought her medical expertise to the Food and Drug Administration, working in the agency's Center for Drug Evaluation and Research, leading the Division of Drug Marketing, Advertising, and Communications, and then serving as Director of Office Training and Communications. Lucy's exemplary work at the FDA earned her numerous awards, such as the administration's highest leadership accolade, the Award of Merit, and induction into the Direct-to-Consumer Hall of Fame. After leaving the FDA in 1997, Lucy started her own company, Lucy Rose and Associates, a consulting firm that provides regulatory promotional strategy support to pharmaceutical and medical device companies. Though her busy schedule leaves little free time, Lucy makes certain to carve out time for Salem, serving her alma mater in ways big and small. While she was a student at Salem, Lucy served, among many other activities and roles, as SGA president. As an alumna, she has served Salem as a reunion giving chair multiple times. She has participated on campus in the Salem Career Connection Live, and starting in July, she will work to support and lead Salem into a bright future as a member of our Board of Trustees. On a personal note, Lucy has traveled a great deal for work and for pleasure to over 100 countries, from the Amazon to Antarctica, from the Arctic Circle to Rwanda, from Nepal to the Galapagos Islands. Her travels in a wide variety of cultures and her numerous international experiences have, she says, enlightened her and changed her life. Lucy also loves photography, the theater, and considers herself a major foodie, traveling to numerous wine and food festivals. She has dedicated her professional life to safeguarding and improving public health, and her exceptional work in her field and her devoted support of Salem make her an outstanding example of the impact our graduates can make on the future, on the world, and on this campus as alumni. Please join me in welcoming Ms. Lucy Rose.
First, you guys rock. Who's excited today? Anybody who is? Let's clap for these graduates. How exciting is this today? Not only for our graduates, but for you guys as family. You must be so proud. I can't tell you how proud I am to be here. It is truly one of the biggest honors of my life. So I just want to check with Susan first and make sure I got the timing right. You did say an hour and a half, right?
No, 2.
Oh, 2 hours. Everybody okay with that? I know Chuck said you're going to graduate in an hour, but not really. No. It's okay. I promise I won't take up more than, 1 hour or so of your time. No. I'm so proud of you, all of you. I'm especially excited not only for our undergraduates, but you guys who are graduating as well with master's degrees today. How exciting for you. I know what that must be like for you because I got my master's as well with 2 little children and working full time. So I know what that's like, and thank you for your contributions. Honestly, guys, you should all be so proud today. I get kind of excited, can you tell? Normally when I speak to a group like this, I never have notes. In fact, I roam. If I had my way, frankly, right now, I'd have a lav mic, and I'd be down there right there talking to you, okay? Unfortunately, however, you kind of see the moat. Was that intentional? I'm not sure. It might have been intentional just to keep me away from you. But no, I love you all. I feel your excitement. I've been there, done that with you. Okay? So I got your back, guys, and if I could, I'd be right there with you. Let me do this, though. Because I can't roam, and because I don't have a lav, I got to stand here. You all can see me okay, right? I'm so short, you can probably tell. That a lot of times folks can't even see me over a podium, so I kind of have to try to make this work. But I'm going to have to stand still and do something I've not done for a very long time in my life, and that's kind of read a speech. Bear with me. I'll try to do it in a way that's at least somewhat fun for you. But the first thing I want to say is, guys, you don't know this, I don't think, but you are joining over 9,500 Salem graduates who finished since 1900. Here's your first test. How many years has Salem been around? And does anybody remember the first year? Yeah, 241 years, right, guys? I started at Salem College on the 200th anniversary, 1972. I could not be more proud to be a part of this heritage. But here's where I want to go. And your folks have already set this up for me. It's really unbelievable how folks have already talked about change. Because I want to start by saying, Ben Franklin said, the only things certain in life are death and taxes. Do you guys remember ever hearing that before? I know some of you are standing, and I'm so sorry. I promise I'll do this fast. Graduates, family, and friends, Dr. Pauly and faculty, all of you whom I love so much and respect with all my heart, I respectfully submit, however, he was wrong. He was wrong also about the national bird, I think, right? I think he wanted the wild turkey, and we got the eagle. But bottom line is, guys, there's one other thing he left out, and that is for certain, as much as death and taxes, that's change. Change is going to happen. Actually, for you guys, it starts no later than 5 o'clock today when the residence hall closed, right? Your life's going to change. I will tell you there is no such thing as status quo. In fact, I used to tell my children, you guys will appreciate this, I think, you're either growing or you're rotting. There's no standing still. You guys are either making positive process and progress or you're going backwards. So I say anticipate change. Look forward to it, embrace it, and my challenge to you guys, please lead it. Lead it with sensitivity and courage and passion. And ensure this change that you guys make in our world is a positive one. There's no certain, as I said before, there is no such thing as status quo. In fact, please don't have any comfort at all in that, because as we relax in the comfort of doing what we've always done, the world is rapidly changing around us to make that status quo obsolete, no matter how long Salem's been here. Leading change is about anticipating where the world is going, or better yet, and this is what I challenge you, setting the direction for the world where the world should go. Getting there first with innovative and impactful solutions. I could use our time together to speak like so many speakers do, frankly, about work after graduation. I could try to give you some wisdom about that. Even my favorite, entrepreneurship. However, Salem did not teach me or you to do the safe thing, whatever everyone else says. To that end, I'm going to challenge you to think at an even higher level and to an attribute that impacts every area of your life. And I dare say, guys, this is not just for the graduates. This is for all of us. Everybody in this Maydell today, on this gorgeous day, it's all about what can we do to change our world. I want, as Salem's very mission statement does, you to use everything you learned here to demand and lead change in our world that makes it a better place. You are uniquely prepared, and I really mean uniquely. It's not that it would just be nice for you to lead change. Folks, you have to. That's what our time here together, and I say our, I wasn't here with you, but I certainly have been here. That's what it demands of us, and you owe it to everyone around us and to our world. What do I mean by change? You know what? It could be really big, like discovering and developing a new drug to cure a type of cancer, or finding a way to get clean water to people in need. It may mean leading a Little League rules committee. A lot of you are athletes, aren't you? By the way, if you are, congratulations on your President's Cup win. Well done. It may mean leading a Little League rules committee that designs a safer batting helmet for children that saves lives. It may mean innovating a new nationwide elementary curriculum that inspires children to better nutrition and solves our childhood obesity challenge and therefore reduces type 2 diabetes in our world. Or it may look more simple, like turning our cell phones off when you're checking out in the line and actually looking and talking with the clerk who's serving you and making that eyeball connection that's so important. Guys, you never know when that's going to change somebody's life. Know what I mean? Or it may be leading a volunteer organization to make a larger impact than it currently does. Find your passion, look for all opportunities, and I'm going to tell you as of this afternoon, get to work. Know what I mean? So what attributes are necessary to lead change? If you read current leadership books, the attributes are endless. Even if you brought your sleeping bags today, and I don't see those. Did you not send the memo? Really? Even if you brought your sleeping bags, and we really did have all night to talk, I will not have time to address all of those attributes. I knew I need to find kind of high-level buckets for us to talk about today. And then I knew I would need to test those against how well Salem had prepared us for them. No small task. And then, it's so wonderful having babies here. How cool is that? Is that a Salemite coming along the way, or? You go, girl. All right. And then something reminded me of the Wizard of Oz. How cool is that? I'm not a wizard. Don't look like one, nothing. But I was on a train in New York City, and I remembered our younger daughter watching the movie endlessly in our basement. Do you guys remember that, like, endless loop when you were young and you watched the same movie over and over? Hers was Wizard of Oz. And I kept mulling it over, and I thought, brains, heart, courage. Aren't those exact attributes you must need to lead positive change? And aren't they the exact attributes Salem and all this glorious faculty and everybody who supports you here taught you? I'm going to use the word knowledge instead of brains because we all know really smart people who can't find their way out of a paper bag. Know what I mean? But knowledge is what's critical. So we think about the Scarecrow and the Lion and the Tin Man. They already had knowledge, heart, and courage when the movie started. They just didn't know it. But they transformed into more fully confident characters as they were tested and chose to lead. You too came here strong, smart, and with heart. I don't know you, but I think I do. I know the kind of women and men now who attend this school and what you bring to it. But I will tell you, you leave here transformed into even stronger individuals in all of these attributes, thanks to the many opportunities Salem provided you. But you know what, guys? Nothing matters unless you transfer all of these into action. Every time you get together, every time you return here for a reunion, every time you see the Wizard of Oz, think of the knowledge, heart, and courage we learned here. Challenge yourself about how you've used and are using them to lead change. So how did Salem? You guys may not even realize this. It's a secret, I think, kind of the wizard magic. How did Salem uniquely prepare you for anticipating and leading positive change? Why do we think we can depend on you? Well, remember, Salem has been creating student transformations for 241 years. The school has had more experience at this than any other women's college in the country. How cool is that? These guys know what they're doing. In fact, our very mission statement says, Salem College, a liberal arts college for women, values its students as individuals. And clearly you guys are, by the way. I love what you've done to your caps. Very cool, very individual. That's really neat. Salem develops their unique potential and prepares them to change our world. Most importantly, Salem gave you the gift of 4 years of time to refine your knowledge, your heart, and your courage through opportunities such as small classrooms, which created safe environments and your faculty did such a beautiful job of that challenged you to challenge them and to grow. The Salem Signature Program, endless leadership stretch opportunities, sports teams and clubs, commitment to understanding and appreciating heritage, family meals in the refectory, orientation. Do you guys feel any different from freshman orientation to when you led orientation as seniors? How cool is that? Think about how much you grew and how much you learned from your first orientation to your last. Little Sister, Big Sister program. And by the way, my big sister actually is here. Let me just say, there is not a better person in this world than Mary Ann. And I know many of you have had the real benefit of learning from her, being a part of her wisdom. She imparted that to me when she was a junior, just like many of you did with the freshmen that come behind you. They are lucky, as was I. She is a caring, leading person. And how excited am I to have her still as a friend, and should you be, to help continue mentoring the people that come behind you, where you're their big sisters or brothers. Salem also prepared us by being a special part of truly unique holiday experiences, don't you think? Traditions, reading children's stories together late at night in the hall for kitty lit classes. Is that right, Marianne? Creating deep friendships that last forever and having the most special faculty in the college world. Why else an outstanding professor, and Steve, I promised I was going to do this, even though I didn't know you were going to be here. Yeah. Why else would an outstanding professor like Steve Nolgren teach me and still be here to have taught many of you? There's simply no other college like this for developing your unique potential anywhere in the world that I've ever seen or know of. So let's examine these leadership characteristics as how they can help set you into action. Knowledge. Use your knowledge to increase your awareness of everything around you and to uncover leadership opportunities. Use your knowledge to ensure you always have an open mind and an eagerness to learn beyond any self-imposed boundaries. Use your knowledge of people and your academic discipline to network and to connect with other people. Use your knowledge to continue growing and learning, and yes, making mistakes and taking personal accountability for these. That is how we continue our lifelong learning process. Use your knowledge to understand the benefits of traveling all you can. See our world, guys. Learn deeper compassion, understand needs. Don't depend on our news outlets to get it right. See it for yourself. Be a global citizen and a global participant. Most importantly, transform your knowledge into action. Be a trailblazer. Isn't that a cool word? You guys be a trailblazer. Start new stuff. Make our world better. Identify needs, and I can already tell you already think outside the lines. Continue doing that. I challenge you, always think outside the lines, and then create solutions for those. Your heart. All of you have a heart. I can see it in your eyes. Just the way you're looking at me makes me happy. Use your heart to find your passion and then lead from your passion. Use your heart to mentor, formally and informally, and always mentor with patience and kindness and from the heart. And always be aware that you never know whom you are informally impacting along your way. People are watching. Use your heart to be a servant leader. Bob Greenleaf, who wrote The Servant Leader, and who I had the incredible opportunity to bring to our campus to lead a student leadership seminar in my senior year, describes the servant leader as, the servant leader is servant first. It begins with the natural feeling that one wants to serve and to serve first. Then conscious choice bring one to aspire to lead. Use your heart to listen intensely, listen receptively to what is being said and what is left unsaid, and listen to your own inner voice. Use your heart to give back, serve on boards, volunteer, turn your awareness of needs into action, and give both money and time as you are able. Use your heart to love yourself and give yourself time and room to grow and make those many impacts. I'm confident you will. And lastly, courage. This is cool. This is the cowardly lion who had courage all along and just didn't know it. All of you do too. You march away from here very shortly with all kinds of courage you never knew you could have. Use your courage to challenge the status quo whenever and wherever it needs to be challenged. And then act on that need to make the right changes. Use your courage to use the values-based leadership that you learn here to inspire and lead others to improve our world in whatever sphere you choose to do so. Use courage to take your path, no matter how circuitous. Mine is really circuitous, really. And to become all you want to be as you are ready to do so. Business leader, parent, physician, lawyer, sports star, church leader, president of your junior league. Use courage to demand equality in all that you do and all that you are. Our heritage demands that of you. And use courage to be successful. It takes courage, guys, to be successful. Did you know that? Anybody here read the book yet, Lean In? It is a wonderful leadership book for women. I strongly encourage you to read it, but I also strongly encourage you not to lean in, but jump in with both feet, whatever it is that you do. Our learnings here require that of us. So knowledge and heart come from within. Courage not only comes from within, but also takes a community to support you along that road. Salem is the most incredibly supportive and powerful community I know, and believe me, I know lots of communities. Draw on us, stay in touch, support each other. Salem is a true community and now a part of your very fabric and will provide courage and support every step of your way. Mary Martha already told you that, right, Mary Martha? I think she already said, we're here for you. For example, this weekend, you guys, as we speak today, 10 members of my class are in the mountains having their own mini reunion. All these years later. 37 years after we graduated. In Haynes Auditorium, by the way, not in the Maydale. This is much more beautiful. I asked my class through Facebook what they would share with you today if they were here, and I just have a couple of last things to share. They said to you, 37-year alums. Tell the class they have generations of graduates, woohoo, rooting for them and cheering them on, and that we know they will lead the way wherever they go. If they feel unsure of themselves or what the future holds, tell them one day they will look back and realize how well Salem prepared them for every step of their lives. Another one said, it just goes to show that no matter how far we go, how far we wander from each other, we are bound to each other. Always. Salem wasn't just a school. It was an integral part of all of our lives. Is that true for you? A bond that can never be broken. And lastly, from them, Salem women have been taught to be strong women. And I add men as well. I see you right there on the front row. Got your back, guys. Okay? All of us have been taught to be strong. We're really proud to have you graduate today. Thank you. So I'm going to say, it says Salem women, I'm just going to say our Salem graduates. How's that? Are smart, versatile, flexible, capable, and able to arise to any occasion. We are proud of our alma mater and loyal to it as well. We have wonderful memories that will never die. And we have a bond with other Salemites who came before us and come after us. We live a legacy. 241 years legacy. That's pretty amazing. One that will last forever. Tell them to go forth with love, giving of themselves to others to help improve this world we live in. So now you leave. Yikes. But I can guarantee Salem will never leave you. It's now part of your very fabric. Richard Bach wrote, "The bond that links your true family is not one of blood, but of respect and joy in each other's life." Rarely do members of one family grow up under the same roof. Use what you've learned here to make our world a better place. It's time to take what you learned and put it into action. Find your true passion, lead for change. Your work is just beginning. The truth is, we don't know how far we can go, to what heights we can ascend, until somebody shows us. We need you to show us what else we must still be done to make this a more perfect planet and a democracy with equal opportunity for all. And we're counting on you not to just show us, but to make it happen. I and every graduate before you will be by your side to support you along the way. Today, before you leave, perhaps from here, are we going to the refectory from here? I think we are. As we go to brunch, link arms, walk, or if you like the Wizard of Oz thing, skip together down our gorgeous yellow brick road, cherishing memories, but also now as graduates, or then as graduates, looking through a different lens. Yes, you'll be leaving our Emerald City, but with confidence and the knowledge, heart, and courage you need to have a full, successful, and impactful life. While skipping or walking today, plan how you can support each other, challenge each other, and dream big of improving our world. Plan your first beach weekend together. Does that sound cool? There's a mini reunion coming up in North Carolina very shortly, I think, at the Coral Bay Club. Commit to returning here next year for your first reunion to reconnect like many of your classmates before you did, and to support those coming behind you. You are Salem. We are Salem. Strong are her walls, and stronger still are her graduates. Go change our world, shape a better tomorrow, and do it with passion. And always remember what you learned here: knowledge, heart, and courage. Congratulations to all of you, parents, graduates, everybody who had anything to do with this lovely